All right, everybody, welcome back. Got a super fun watch for us here today. I wasn't planning on doing a video today because I just uploaded one yesterday, but this came in the mail and I felt like I had to unbox it and get it out there as soon as possible. And that is my collaboration between Spinnaker and Seconde, which is a French artist who has been doing some interesting watches lately. If you're following the watch community pretty closely, I think you'll recognize what I have already, but this is kind of a popular watch that went viral a couple weeks ago, and also went viral again a few days ago for how they handled the launch of this watch. But it's a pretty interesting watch. I'm really excited about it. This is one of 170, and already I really love the packaging. This is just a super fun collaboration that they did here. And I've not opened the box yet, so we're doing that together. Again, very nice packaging. It would have been nice to get this before Halloween, but you know, it is what it is. I know how logistics are. All right, what do we got here? This is nice. The lid has like a suede, velvet material. Got a warranty card, instruction manual with the QR code, which is backwards, I guess. Okay, and then we got a little card here. Limited edition 616 out of 670. There were two color variations. The black color variant was made in 500, and the gray color variant that I have here was made in 170. So I'm going to say it's one of 170. And there we have it. Super cool. It even looks better than I expected. Let me get this out of the box here. We'll take the plastic off. And I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing even the name of the company correctly, Spinnaker. This is my first watch from this brand. I actually am not familiar with them at all. I fell for the hype on this watch. And it's well-deserved so far. I think this is a super sick watch. Let's take a look here. Let me get all this plastic off. I usually do this off camera because it sometimes can be a pain in the ass. And I might end up having to cut and do this off camera for you, but let's see. I never know where to start. There we go. See our little ghosty on the back? Very fun. And I mean, just let me zoom in here. This is, if you're not familiar, the 50 Phantoms, and it is a homage to the 50 Fathoms by Blancpain. Kind of a tongue-in-cheek, fun little, punchline, essentially. But it seems like it's a substantial, nicely built watch so far. It's definitely got some heft to it. It's not a small watch by any means. I like the strap that they chose so far. And they did include a second strap. It's like a tropic type strap, similar to what I got in the box with my Hoodlin here. Almost forgot what the name of that watch was. But yeah, this is nice. Got a little ghost eyes there as well. So this is specific to this watch. Has branding on the buckle there. Very nice. And what else do we have in here? Anything? Yeah, nothing else. The branding is very on point. The marketing for this watch was very good. Went extremely viral. So, where do I even start? I guess let's compare it to my Hoodlin. They're similar price points, actually. The Hoodlin being around or right under 300, and then this one was, I think with the discount code that they gave, like 330. Substantial size differences, if you can't tell. This one is like a 43 millimeter, and I'll do dimensions and all that, but let's start with just looking at the dial. I mean, it's just a fun watch. I love dumb stuff like this. And I like that it was you know, a limited drop as well, limited release. A lot of people really were upset by that because they just wanted the watch, but it is special to have like a limited release watch that's, you know, one of, you know, 170, let's say. The bezel is very nice. Nice click there. The crown's huge, which is nice. Easy to grab, easy to set. We do have a hacking movement. This is a Seiko NH38, I want to say. Japanese Seiko movement. Automatic as well, as you saw the rotor on the back. What do we have here? Stainless steel, water resistant, 250 meters, sapphire crystal, 616 out of 670, says it on the watch as well. Limited edition, automatic movement, very cool. I do have to say, I'm going to zoom out again here, but they did botch this release a little bit. So at, you know, in the US on Pacific time, specifically, this watch released at 3 in the morning, 6 a.m. New York time. And I stayed up for it. So at 2:55, I got an email kind of letting me know that the watch was available. And I hopped on there, and I wasn't really sure if I wanted to get just the gray or get gray and black because they were letting people buy two. And I hesitated for a second, and I almost missed out on the watch altogether. I had it in my cart, and I checked out, and I just got the gray. But no less than like a minute later, all the watches were sold out. And a lot of people were really upset because some people didn't get the email that's, you know, was supposed to go out to give you like pre-access to the sale. And what they're doing now to kind of compensate for the backlash and all the people that are upset is they're going to have another version of this watch come out that has a blue dial and a blue bezel. And it's going to be a limited availability, but not a limited edition. So between November 4th and November 7th, I want to say, you can order a blue version of this watch that will deliver sometime in March 2024. And they're not going to cap the number of orders at all. So as many customers as they want to have that blue watch will get that blue watch. That's going to help limit the scalping because these have already been seen on eBay for $1,000, $2,000, which is absolutely ridiculous. This was, you know, without discount code, a $400 something watch. With discount code, you know, let's say $300. So to say, you know, I'm selling my 50 Phantoms for $2,000 is pretty ridiculous. I will try it on and see how it wears. I suspect it is going to wear too big for me, just based off of, you know, how these watches typically go. But let's take the hang tag off here. It says Spinnaker with a little SPC. But I do really appreciate that they are allowing people to order the watch that missed out, because ultimately this is just a fun enthusiast watch that is kind of an inside joke, and they just want people to have the watch in their hands. And it was unfortunate that they let everybody buy up to 2 watches. I think that was short-sighted. They should have limited it 1 per person. And I'm not sure why they only did 170 of the gray model, but I like the gray. The ghost gray, the fact that it's a little bit more limited appealed to me. And it actually wears a lot better than I expected. I thought this thing was going to be hanging off my wrists quite a bit, but it's not. It actually wears on the large side for sure. This is a little bit too big compared to what I usually would wear. But it's not horrible. I actually think it looks pretty good. So let's get some dimensions, and then of course I'll give you the lume shot, which is the best part of the watch. All right. Start with thickness. 12.8 is actually fairly respectable for this watch, considering the size. 47 to the crown, 47.5. And case size is 43.5, maybe. Yeah, here we go, 43. All right, and lug to lug, we're looking at 50. So it's definitely a bit big for me. I do really like this crown. I thought I wasn't going to. I thought it was actually like a unappealing design, but it's actually a lot nicer in person. And it is really easy to grab and turn. One of the complaints I had about this Hoodlin is the crown. It's a little bit too smooth and a little bit too short. So it makes it a little bit more difficult to screw it back down. I don't think I'll have the problem with the Spinnaker. So last thing we'll do, of course, is the Lume shot. So let me, I'm gonna actually turn off the lights for this one. Yeah, that was worth it. That is just so cool. And it does appear that the bezel is loomed as well. And actually, I'm not sure if they stitched lume in as well, because that's pretty neat. I haven't seen that before. Yeah. Wow, look at that. Even the stitching has lume in it. That's awesome. This is just an awesome watch. It's just my favorite part, the no feet on the dial. You know, the dive watch typically will say, 300 feet, 100 feet, water resistance, something like that. Like for this Omega, it says 300 meters, 1,000 feet. Well, ghosts don't have feet, so no feet. I just love this watch. It is so cool. Well, thanks for joining me here. Watching me unbox this. We kind of unbox it together. We got more branding here on the strap, specific to the strap. Quick release, so I can swap it with that hybrid Tropic strap pretty easily. But yeah, this is the 50 Phantoms by Spinnaker, and I highly recommend checking them out during that access for the blue version, because I think that this is a really fun watch, and they're not going to make another one once that window's closed. So thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.